Oh, wait, that was the wrong theme. This is the real one.
So that sounded like our adventure cast almost.
Alright, hello, Zeds and Allens, and welcome to another edition of Zombies2Aliens, not Flippedcast, which was the theme I played earlier.
Yeah, it was
just
pretty
a
old school there.
little throwback there, a throwback Saturday, if you will.
Yeah, I
Or
appreciate
TBS, which maybe that's not the best acronym. Anyways. So, joining with me as usual today are our Zeds and Allens, consisting of Valen,
Howdy, howdy.
medieval and cosplayer, I would like to say. And right next to Valen is Mr. Ty Denubus, expert sharpshooter in Red Dead Redemption.
That's me.
I'm just coming up with these things out of fun. I'm pretty sure, though, yes, he's a world-ranked sharpshooter there in Red Dead Redemption.
Just like Billy Crystal. I just made that joke up. Oh.
And then with me, as always, is my Ewok brother, tubby little bastard known as Galaxoid.
Yes, yub and whatnot.
Yeah, we had fun throwing rocks and spears at stormtroopers last night and guffawing.
Yeah, that was actually fun, being an Ewok. You can't do that on the next Battlefront, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
they'll have a Gungan hunt.
Oh.
and then next to Galaxoid is my Riffin' with 90s brother and co-host, Kirk 80s, also known as Tony.
Hello, everybody.
How's it going?
It's going.
So for this main topic of this podcast today, we're going to talk about Netflix original shows, because Netflix is becoming its own entity in its own right, and it's getting pretty awesome. But before we talk about that, we are going to talk about some important events. As you can see right now, on Zombies2Aliens.net, we put up a schedule of what we are going to be doing. As you can see right now, at Sunday, 11 a.m., we have the Zombies2Alien podcast. Then every Monday, we're going to have Meme Mondays, where we will be posting funny pictures on Zombies2Aliens.net. I have one that I will preview for you guys as we're talking about Netflix original shows. And then Wednesdays, I'm going to be doing GBA Wednesdays, where I'll be streaming Game Boy Advance games Wednesdays, mostly Pokemon, that sort of thing. And then Fridays is going to be Free Game Fridays, where we are going to stream and or talk about any game that you can play on the PC or any other console for free. And then, of course, we have streaming Saturdays with Galaxoid and company. And that's what's going to happen weekly, and then we'll have our podcast intermittent throughout the weeks. Yeah, so there's that stuff. And then, of course, we start out each podcast with a segment we like to call Follow Me, about our giving a shout out to our new followers, in which we actually do have new followers, guys, so we should celebrate.
Woo!
Time for the celebration.
Yay!
All right, on that
not
note,
the best.
That
here's
was
Follow Me song.
Follow me.
Alrighty. So, okay, so for people who are following us. I'm going to get through these YouTube subscribers first, because actually we have a lot of YouTube subscribers all of a sudden. It used to just be like me and Galaxoid, but now there's 18 apparently in total. So we got the first one is ZX Remix, or 2X Remix. I can't read my own handwriting, I'm sorry. So it's probably 2X Remix.
I've seen your handwriting. I don't blame you.
Yes, thank you. And I am an English major. Anyways.
Should have been a doctor.
Yeah. Oh, God, no, never mind. I'd be like the Zoidberg of doctors. So next is E3 Gamer 61704. So that's pretty cool. I guess he goes to E3 and he plays 1,704 games.
Good gracious.
I'm guessing. I'm throwing that out there. Next is Baltic Nexus Gaming, which is just a channel that I just subscribes to other channels. It doesn't really have any videos, so that's pretty cool. Next is Kendo Revolution, I guess. After that, we actually have a person with a name. It's Willie Diaz. I think I might change my name to that, Willie Diaz. It sounds pretty awesome.
That doesn't sound made up at all.
No, yeah, like other than this next person is Gasmask1923, which that definitely sounds.
Yeah, that's probably their birth name.
And I don't think that's their birthday, because I don't think anyone that old would be on YouTube. I'm not sure.
Sounds Eastern European to me.
That username sounds familiar to me. I think I may know who that is.
Cool. Tell them we
that's
said
cool.
hi.
Will do.
Yeah. If anyone knows any of these people in person, tell them we say hi, and maybe we'll give them a shirt or something.
Neat.
Yeah.
I'll pass that along.
Yeah.
See
tell
what
them
kind of cool
free
things
shirt.
happen when you subscribe to us, guys?
Yeah.
You get a free shirt.
Yeah. Put in free hat. People will come if there's free hat.
Hey, still trying to give away a free copy of frickin' Grid. It's been like 3 months now.
Oh, really?
Jeez.
You should just give that to Tony
Maybe
or
we should
Tyler
offer
at this
punch
point.
and pie.
Yeah, punch and pie.
What's
Punch
wrong with you people? Do you not like free stuff?
Yeah, come on.
They think it's a trap. They don't believe it. It's like somebody like made a penis enlargement pill that actually works, but nobody believes it.
And of course, Galaxoid would know about penis enlargement pills. Anyways.
What?
No comment.
Yeah. Anyways, but we did give away those Transformers tickets, right there, Galaxoid?
Yeah, we sent them to shoot, I forgot the guy's name, but we sent them to a guy, sent him to his Gmail address. Hopefully he could make it. I think he was an East Coast person, so he might have just been seeing if he could get the tickets. So I don't think he necessarily made it, but
well,
They
hopefully he
were-
did.
The thought is what counts.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, we give away Comic-Con swag, and our recent winner of that was Penn Shingleton, and we'll be doing that again this year. Mostly because I'm tired of getting Comic-Con swag for myself, because I have too much of it. So now I'm giving
first world problem.
Let's not make it
Yeah,
seem
I
like
know.
we're trying to empty our trash
poor.
bags now.
Right, I'm so spoiled.
No, it's an actual gift. You don't want to make it seem like we're just trying to discard this stuff. It's
No,
great
it-
things.
There are good stuff, yeah, and the shirts are awesome. I have too many shirts.
And it's nice to share with people who unfortunately can't attend, so
Yes.
that's good.
Yeah, I used to do that with Val Lynn and Galaxoid here. I used to send them shirts of cool things.
Oh yeah, we have tons of shirts too.
A shirt load.
New
But don't.
favorite word, yes.
Alright, so going on to our Facebook friends, we have Shane Carpenter. After that, we got Howard Cyril and Kaylin Dennison. And then we have one very recent follower known as John Smart on Facebook, who doesn't have a picture, and he kind of scares me just a little bit. I'm not sure if he's a real person. He's been sending Zombies2Aliens invites to games on Facebook, so I don't know if he's just a game bot or what his whole deal is.
I got a friend request from him too.
Oh, maybe we know this person.
No, it just sends me game invites. And,
Okay.
Yeah, so I
Great.
think he's just looking for other players, which is cool and all, I guess.
Facebook games. I guess I should do maybe Free Game Fridays. I'll do some Facebook game streaming.
So John Smart, if you're listening and you're not a bot that just plays games and sends out games invites, respond so we know.
Just
Yeah.
say, hey,
I'm
No,
a person.
Yeah.
I am not a bot.
Yeah, we'll do the little Facebook tag for you on your name for this podcast, so you can hear that we gave you a shout out. And of course, we have the immortal Scott Coram as our new friend on Facebook, and Galaxy was telling me that he wanted to DM for us if we ever got to play Dungeons and Dragons or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Well, if we streamed his Hot Girls the role playing game on Twitch or something like that.
Oh, cool. Even better. So we have to take him up on that eventually.
When did he make a game about me?
Just recently, he didn't know about you, and then he decided to whip one out, write it out in one day. So.
Awesome.
Nice.
I approve. I'll allow it.
You'll allow it. And then for our Tumblr new followers, we have LOL Combs. After that is Order of Beast 13. The Order of Beast from X-Men, of course. They follow him religiously. The cult about science, mostly. And how to become the Beast. I'm just spitballing here, though. Anyways, after that is Ultra Girl Cosplay US. Which, again, is a Tumblr dedicated to you, Val, I think.
Yes.
We can confirm this. Alrighty.
I'm going to have to check it out. Sounds interesting.
That's our shout-outs. We actually had a lot to get through, so that's exciting. So hopefully next shout-out we got even more followers to get through.
Yay!
Yeah,
Celebrate!
I'm excited, guys. Alright, so now we will start our discussion on Netflix. Yay!
We're really excited.
Cool.
Sorry, autistic kid.
Party favor. So yeah, we'll get started on our Netflix discussion. Mostly, I wanted to talk real briefly and very spoiler-free because we have our podcasters, Tony and Tyler, like to keep things spoiler-free, which I admire because you come into it clean. They actually abstain from trailers as well, which I cannot do. I have to spoil myself. I'm sorry. I'm a glutton. But yeah, we're going to try to talk about Daredevil and not give away any sort of plot points, but talk about it generally. So I'm just going to throw out the question out there. How do you guys feel about Daredevil so far?
I can't unsee Ben Affleck.
Really?
When if I think about it, I can't unsee Ben Affleck. So I'm like, dang it, I'm gonna get all my superheroes all jumbled up, But yeah, and yeah. And
I don't know the
Rosario
actor's
Dawson
name, but he does a really good job. More so than I think Ben Affleck did.
Yeah,
So, I
but
have
he
a
still kind of
question.
has that scruffy kind of look, similar kind of build, I guess. I don't know.
He is Ben Affleck-esque.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
It's Casey Affleck. He's actually Matt Murdock. No,
I was about to say.
it's Charlie Cox.
Nice.
So do you
Now
guys
that's
think
just a
that,
made-up name that you made up. No.
do you think that the small screen is fitting for him, or do you think a different format would be beneficial?
Well,
For-
I would say considering the scale of Daredevil, that's just kind of local superhero business. I think that the TV show format's appropriate. It's not a
Yeah.
big old Avengers set piece kind of duke out. It's a much more personal story.
Right.
So
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
does that limit his potential for participating in other Marvel Cinematic stuff, or is this going to be a segue, you guys think? into that world without necessarily having to give them an origin film story.
Well, you
it,
go. You go, Galaxy.
it's definitely open for that because they do reference things that happen in the Avengers. They do reference the Battle of New York, for instance.
Okay.
And yeah, I think it's definitely in the same universe. So nobody said anything specifically, but who
Right.
knows?
And just to add on to that, they are doing a Luke Cage Netflix original show, which is another Marvel sort of lesser super. I don't want to call him lesser superhero, but he's a lesser guy.
Well, they're
And then
doing
they're
Iron Fist too, right?
Yeah, and then they're doing those like Avengers. They're gonna have a crossover between all those Netflix shows, Marvel shows. I forget. They're not called Avengers. They're like Inhumans or something, right?
Yeah,
Or I'm getting that wrong. I forget.
that's right.
And then maybe after that, they will join the cinematic universe. I would like to say.
My goodness.
Yeah, because they're kind of, I think a lot of the main players in the movies or the actors are getting tired of working out and being superheroes all the time.
Yeah.
So I know Chris Evans is tired of being Captain America, and Robert Downey Jr. is just about done.
Yes.
So now they have kind of a backlog of TV people who, if they need to, they can bring those heroes into the movie.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, so yeah, it is definitely in the cinematic universe already, kind of because it makes reference to it. I would like to say, Tony, for someone who hasn't watched it yet, it's kind of like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. almost, because it's kind of its own thing, but it's way darker and I think way more badass than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, and see, I think the reason for that, if correct me if I'm wrong, is because it is Netflix and not a standard network television channel where maybe they aren't able to do as much or get away with as much grit. So that's kind of a cool format for superhero movies. I think that really works well.
Yes, they can get away with a lot, including, okay, so I'm going to share this real fast. So we're going to do Meme Mondays, and this is a preview of one of our Meme Mondays. This gives you a glimpse of how dark Daredevil is compared to other Marvel things. So I'll go ahead and I can narrate this as well. So moments with family matter, like, you see Daredevil there, torture, and underage drinking. Family entertainment by Marvel.
Yeah,
So
definitely darker than Avengers, I guess. Then.
Yeah.
And that's definitely, like Tony said, it's because there's this is a Netflix original and it's not on TV in the traditional sense,
Right.
so they can do pretty much whatever the heck they want, and it's a quite violent show.
Yes.
That would work really good for like The Punisher, I think.
Yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
my God, that's gonna come to one of our other questions we have just about Netflix in general. But yeah, that'd be awesome if that was a Netflix show on Marvel there. I mean,
And it's
I
funny
switched
that
out
you
around
mentioned that,
Marvel show on
Tony.
Netflix.
It's funny that you mentioned that, Tony, because that's all I think about when I watch Daredevil. I was like, man, I wish Punisher was torturing this poor bastard right here. Because he fights a lot of Russians, too.
Man.
I actually like that actor who was Punisher, and you showed me that little indie short film there on YouTube, Galaxoid, of that was the same actor who played Punisher, and that was pretty awesome.
Right, Thomas Jane did a little fan film for Comic Con after he did the Punisher movie, the terrible one with John Travolta. Well, I won't say terrible; it just wasn't that great. But he did a Punisher short that was actually the Punisher we wanted. It's called Dirty Laundry. You can look it up on YouTube, and it is actually what the Punisher should be, like a Charlie Bronson type character.
Yeah. At first, when he showed it to me, I was like, "Oh my God, this is like a Repairman Jack fan film." But no.
Yeah, he was our pick for if they were to do, well, are they still even doing the Repairman Jack movie?
I don't know. I
But
thought
that was our pick for Jack, so.
I'd say Bruce Campbell if he got it in him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Off topic.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I think
Repairman Jack is a great novel. You guys should read it. Series of novels. Anyways,
Yes.
so yeah, Anything else you'd like to say about Daredevil? Do you like the direction it is going? I know Tyler actually finished the whole series. So as a whole, did you like how it was, Tyler, there?
Yeah, it was really good. I think it was very, very good. I think I have some gripes, but I don't think I can say them without
Okay.
like kind of just giving you guys expectations
Right.
and stuff. I don't want to pollute your experience with my experience, so
Is
I
it
won't.
like story gripes or just little
Um,
nitpicks?
I think it's more kind of in editing and just how things kind of played out. But it's really good, and if you aren't watching it, you should definitely be watching it if you're all a fan of Marvel and you've caught up on every other TV show and movie, and you're just waiting for Age of Ultron. It's a really
Cool.
good way to pass the time.
I
And I
have
can't wait for season 2.
I have one gripe with the series. I think the fighting at first the fighting's good, but it's not to the Jason Bourne levels of good.
Ah,
It's slightly
I'm sorry.
unbelievable, and he does get his butt kicked a lot, which is weird. So
I think that makes it more believable, though.
Yeah.
yeah, but if yeah, it's kind of the fighting there is kind of based somewhat in the past, whereas you can watch Winter Soldier and the fighting there is actually on point.
Okay, sorry about it. I think I set your expectations a little high because I said it was Jason Bourne-esque. I'm sorry. It is kind of Jason Bourne-esque, I thought. The second episode, the fighting in that is just, I love that whole sequence. Oh my god. You'll see it when you watch it, but I like how it stays in the moment in the fighting rather than just, oh, he beats this guy up real fast and he carries on.
Yeah, some of the editing is very impressive, and it's a really pretty show. They've got good cinematography, lots of very moody lighting and stuff. It's pretty cool to look at.
And the scene that Peter's talking about it's not a real spoiler. It's just one long shot going back and forth in this hallway while he's fighting like Russians and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
the cuts are so seamless every time they face a wall that it looks really good. It looks really good.
Yeah, it's the Hotline Miami money shot there. But yeah, it's great. It's a great popcorn. I was gonna say it's a great popcorn flick, but it's a show. Yeah,
But you
so
can
yeah, I
watch
would
it like a really
definitely-
long movie.
Do you have any other questions about Daredevil, Tony, that we could answer?
I
without
kind of do,
spoilers?
but I'm not sure if it'll be a spoiler. I just want to. I kind of want to know if the Kingpin's in there.
Oh, yes, he is. And I
Oh,
don't think
yes.
that's a spoiler. That he's been casted right off the back. He was the guy. I can't remember his name for the life of me. But
Good
he
lord.
he was in Law and Order. I can't remember actors' names. I'm sorry.
And
Vincent-
oh, go ahead, Trey.
Vincent D'Onofrio. He's
Yes.
he was on Full Metal Jacket. He's the guy that blows out his brain in Full Metal.
Oh,
no,
hey, he actually has a resemblance to Kingpin in the
Yeah,
comics.
And
Cool.
I'd like to point out, I don't think this isn't a spoiler, but I know Marvel has been one of the biggest complaints about the Marvel movies is underdeveloped villains, and Daredevil is kind of an answer to that because I thought they did a really good job
with
with
Kingpin.
the Kingpin. Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
You think, Tyler, that Kingpin might be in a Spider-Man movie, or
Oh,
you think
my
they'll
God.
keep him as a villain?
I say he's, without spoiling anything, he's still around.
You're
Cool.
teasing me
Yeah,
too
they can
much.
use him if they need him.
We're teasing Tony into this Daredevil.
Tony.
Tony, if they just have that scene where where Spider-Man just does a whole bunch of fat jokes to Kingpin in front of his face, that'd be great.
That would be like, oh man, dream come true.
Yeah.
Oh my god, damn it! This Spider-Man business is giving me the heebie-jeebies. So I don't know if we should continue down this path.
Your spider senses are tingling.
Yes, they are very much so.
Nice. All right,
Okay.
so yeah, that was a little bit about Daredevil. I want to talk about Inspector Gadget just a wee bit. Did anyone watch Inspector Gadget on Netflix?
I didn't even know it was
No.
out.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little shell-shaded animation there on Netflix. It's
I know our son was excited about it. He came bounding into the room. He's like, "Mom, guess what? Inspector Gadget's on Netflix." So
He's
he's
back.
excited.
back
That's
doing
cool.
everything.
He's like, "It's
Um,
back," and he's like, "This is the greatest day ever." So he was really excited.
yeah. So yeah, it was cool to see him. Penny plays a bigger role, I think, in this series, and I
Yeah,
love
it
the
seems like so
animation and the
far.
art style.
Wait, what
Uh,
is the art style? Because I'm looking at some images and it looks like it's almost CGI,
it
not
is
cartoon.
CGI.
Oh,
It
it
is.
is?
Yeah, it's CGI, kind of cell shaded. It's pretty awesome
That's
to look
cool.
at.
That's unique.
And he gets all sorts of new gadgets. He gets a whole new gadget mobile.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
so basically, like Gadget retired, but all of a sudden, the Claw, who was like frozen in the Arctic, gets unfrozen by a mysterious person who turns out to be Penny's like arch nemesis throughout the show. So it's pretty exciting to see that. And he actually has a family relations to the Claw. So I hope that
Are you,
not giving
are
away
you
too much.
doing spoiler free even on Inspector Gadget?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
That's
Who
cool.
does
There's a
anyone
lot
want
of,
me? I
well,
can
there's a lot
spoil
of
it.
children who probably listen to our podcast.
Yeah, I'll spoil it.
Balls,
Anyways, so there's a new agent, new good guy at first, and it's just a boy that Penny starts crushing on. But then he turns out he is the nephew of the Claw, and he helps the Claw break free of the ice, and that sort of starts off the whole series. I thought that was kind of clever.
Yeah, I watched a couple episodes this morning for like Sunday morning cartoons or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I came to realize that I really don't like Inspector Gadget, to tell the truth.
Yeah.
He's so bloody freaking incompetent, and then
Right.
he's always chasing the dog, and it looks like after all these years we're right back to what it was.
Square
So I was
one.
like,
Yeah.
square one.
Oh,
I'm
man.
like, damn it, he finally defeated Claw, but now he's still chasing the dog in like a woman's dress, I'm like, that's
All in good fun.
yeah. You could have just stuck with the Gadget Go Copter, because seriously.
Came out of retirement for this stuff.
On a side note, if you use Android, you could tell Google now, go Gadget, and name the app that you want. It'll pop it right up. So
What?
nice little tidbit for you. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Neat.
Cool.
So it's cool. Like go
Yeah.
Gadget Pandora, and it'll just come on up.
Nice.
And that's on the iOS or something like that, or?
No, that's on Google now. That's through Android.
Oh, okay, cool. Because on the desktop, I use Google Ultron still, and that's more important than ever.
Yes.
It's basically what the NSA uses. You guys don't remember that meme? Fortunate meme? All right, never mind.
Did you install Adobe? Get it to work?
Yeah.
So,
All right. So
what? Yeah, switching gears to, because I'm itching to talk about this.
okay. So yeah, Inspector Gadget brings up for us. That's something that's continued on Netflix from our childhood. So that begs the question that I just want to throw out there to everyone. What show would you like to see continued on Netflix? And this can be like a canceled show that was canceled on a on a TV channel.
I have something, but it's more of a suggestion of a let's see, a continuation almost of a
Yes.
type of, let's see how do I put this? I want to. Okay, let me spit it out. Ever since I first saw Harry Potter 1, I thought it was a great movie, and I can't wait for the next ones. However, I also knew in the back of my head that there was no way that they would be able to do the movies justice just by doing them like featured films. So I think the best way to approach it, for fans at least, would be like a mini series. And
Oh my God.
now that Netflix has like billions of dollars, I think it would be not unrealistic to think of maybe having like some sort of a maybe prequel to the Harry Potter series,
Oh my God.
or some sort of continuation.
Yes,
Okay,
please.
We're taking out our ZTA patent pending stamp, and we're going to stamp this. Yeah,
Sell it to
because yeah,
J.K. Rowling.
you can call it Hogwarts, and it could be about James and Lily Potter. Oh my God.
Yes.
And Snape. And Snape.
And Snape, like young Snape. Oh my God.
Yes,
Always.
please.
I really think this would be like amazing, and I really believe that it could happen. So that would be like my dream scenario if they were just to announce one day, hey, guess what, guys? We're gonna give you more Potter, but it's gonna be in the form of like 45-minute episodes. That'd be
Awesome.
so
I
cool.
would be so down for that. I've been waiting for like a new show to like really get into, and that'd be like really that would hit the spot.
Yeah,
Damn. Okay.
and I think now, like with Game of Thrones being what it is, I think that the fans would definitely be. I think there's an audience for sure. I think there's money to be made. I just think the big execs got to talk it over, kind of like they did with Sony and Spider-Man. I mean, if that can
Okay.
happen,
Awesome. Yeah, that'd be so cool. And with Netflix, you can get away with anything, so they can have
Oh,
torture and underage
yes.
drinking if they
They
want
could
it.
actually make it seem like the real deal. We could see somebody being suffering under the creation's curse. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, or in Quidditch, you can see someone fall to the death and break their
Yeah,
neck or
because
something.
it is a really bloody sport. They just never mention it because it's Disney.
There is a darker side to Harry Potter, y'all. Pretty awesome.
More than just a guy with a snake face.
Yeah, exactly. Damn, okay, you guys heard it first here on Zombies to Aliens. Damn, that's gonna be a hard one to top. Anyone else have a show they'd like to see continued?
Continued or rebooted? I actually have two. One that was canceled too soon, I think, only because of an unfortunate naming. But Selfie with John Cho and Karen. I can't say her last name.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah. That show was so good, and the chemistry was there, but unfortunately it was named Selfie, and a lot of people, including me, was just like, Psh, I don't want to watch this, okay?
Oh,
It's too trendy, you know? But it was actually a really good show, and it was actually getting kind of deep, and I want it back.
Cool. I didn't even. I thought that was still going. I didn't even know it was canceled.
No, it got canceled.
Oh man.
But yeah, I'd like that, and then I want a reboot of Clone High.
Ah, nice.
Well,
Yes. Clone High was on MTV, and the premise was they cloned all like famous people throughout history. They're all teenagers, and they go to the same high school. So you have Gandhi, Abraham Lincoln, Cleopatra, JFK. They're clones, and they're all just ridiculous, and it's hilarious. I love that show.
Sounds great.
That sounds really good.
Do you know, was it the producer or director that did the Lego movie was involved with Clone High, and I believe Bill Hader was Abraham, wasn't he?
Oh wow. Cool.
So that's why Bill Hader was Abraham Lincoln again in the Lego movie or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
Excellent.
Alright, how about yes, Galaxoid and Tyler there. Any show you would like to see continued or even rebooted on Netflix?
Tyler, go first.
Okay. For continuation, Deadwood.
Ah, nice.
Because holy crap. I mean, just the ending of the last season of Deadwood, it wasn't the last season of Deadwood, but the season that it got canceled on. It was just, there was so much hanging in the balance. It was such a huge cliffhanger. If you ever want to watch an obscenely violent and gritty Western, I strongly recommend Deadwood, or I would if it was finished, because you'll get to the point where the show stops, and you'll just be left hanging in the wind like
Nice.
someone's popped out eyeball. So, yeah. And then for reboots, I really think that, I know they're gonna do a new season of the X-Files, but I really wish they would just start over, because it's kind of a mess, you know, with just everything that
Oh,
happened
yeah.
in all 9 seasons.
Oh man, you're working through a lot of years of confusion there, sir.
Yeah, and I feel like the X-Files is a really good idea, but I think it could do with a fresh start. I think that would
Yeah,
be better.
and then
for
like add on the
Makes
movies
sense.
on top of that. Yeah, like nothing got answered for. That's a show where nothing got answered at all. So yeah, then welcome to the frustration that we had.
Hey man, cast John Cho and Karen Gillan in that new reboot, and I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Merge it with Fringe. That was another show. And we were like,
Fringe
what?
was good, actually.
The Fringe Files, nice.
The Fringe Files. You heard it first.
Sounds good.
I'm watching that. Netflix, get on it.
The Fringe Files at Hogwarts.
I have a correction, actually, not Bill Hader for Clone High, Will Forte, man. They look the same, for God's sake.
They do, and they were both on it now.
I know, right? I got one. So I would say reboot, Vanishing Sun. Now, if you guys don't know what Vanishing Sun is, it was one of those syndicated series that came out with Hercules and Xena. I forget what it was on, like Universal Television's Action Pack Network or some dumb thing like that. But it was basically it was basically Kung Fu. The Legend. It was basically Kung Fu with an actual Asian dude in it. He was going around and like getting involved with with people and just walking the earth and fighting. It starred Russell Wong, who was the main baddie from Romeo Must Die, if you remember that. And he was also on the Joy Luck Club and whatnot. So Vanishing Sun, new Asian dude fighting, a reboot, do it. And then I would say continuation, or I just want one more season of Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Sorry.
I started to watch that. I didn't finish it. It was pretty good.
Well, the series in and of itself was had highs and lows. It wasn't really that great, but it ended on such a high note that I don't know if you guys care to spoil it. It's been freaking years if you haven't watched it now. It ended on a high note that the actual John Connor from this time went to the future, and it seemed like that he was going to be the John Connor in the future.
Oh, it was going to continue.
Right.
Oh,
There was,
awesome.
It was so much they could have, because like at the last episode, shoot, I forgot that guy's name. Who's the guy off 90210? Brian Austin Green? Is that correct?
I think so.
They killed him like that. He got shot like that. And then you're like,
Oh,
whoa,
wow.
what? Did that happen? And then he went to the future. He was alive. So he played Kyle Reese's brother. I forget what his character's name. We'll call him Johnny Reese. I don't know.
Johnny Reese.
Or Nest.
Is that show on Netflix?
I don't know.
I
think it might be on
it
Prime.
was at one point.
I don't think so. I remember it. Huh.
We watched it on. We had cable at the time. We're
Yeah.
called Portlanders now, so.
Friendly, there's a website, if you guys haven't heard of it, it's called Can I Stream It? It's basically you can plop in any TV show or movie, and it'll list where it's available.
Oh.
That's very handy, because I am forever trying to find stuff. I'm like, can I watch this on Netflix, or is it one of their stupid DVD rental things? Do people even use that?
I don't know.
DVD rental things? Oh yeah, I don't even know. That's a good
What's
point.
that?
Because there's stuff, and it'll say that it's on Netflix, but it's really not on Netflix. You have to
Yeah, get the
pay
disc.
extra
Or the
to get it.
DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Who's
one,
getting mailed these discs?
that's why this one's cool, because it'll just differentiate, like, if you have it by the DVD logo,
Yeah.
Mhm.
or it'll also tell you if it's on Prime, or if like it's not available on any of the streaming websites, it'll tell you like how much it costs to rent it from the Google Play or whatever.
Cool.
Oh, that's cool. Thanks.
Well, one of those newfangled Rokus, the Roku 3s, actually has a voice search now that will allow you to find movies, actors, or I think genres or games, and it'll tell you where you can find it and where you can play it for free just in
Wow.
the Roku right now.
Wow, that's cool.
The way of the future.
Yeah.
The future is here.
Speaking of the future, one of my continuations, which I swore Val Lin or Galaxide would say, fellow browncoats, I want to see Firefly, of course, continued. And they can start off from where Serenity, the movie, ended. I would like that.
Yeah.
Yes, I miss me
Yeah.
some
But now,
Firefly, man.
Joss Whedon's moved on to
Bigger and better things.
bigger and more expensive things.
Yeah, no
I mean,
kidding.
it would be pretty cool to see Firefly done with a larger budget. Not that there's anything wrong with doing it on a shoestring budget, but I think now, with Joss Whedon's on the rise, I think he could really
That'd be awesome.
do something visually impressive as well as creatively and
Even like
entertainingly.
another
Impressive.
movie would be awesome from Firefly.
Yeah.
So I had another continuation, and of course I'm a big cartoon fan and voice actor fan. I would love to see now that H. John Benjamin has a name now that freaking Lauren Bradshaw has. Was that Lauren? Lauren, I forget its last name. God damn it, I'm sorry. But now that they have names and they got Bob's Burgers going on, they need to. I don't know if Fox would ever pick it up, but if Netflix picked it up, need to continue home movies because I miss me some damn home movies. And at the last episode of, not to spoil, well, yeah, just I'll spoil a little. At the last episode of Home Movies, they're all in the car. It was just like a normal episode, just some shit happens. Coach was trying to create a barbecue that exploded on him for them to barbecue. And then they decide to drive out to get something to eat. And Brendan's filming from the back window with his camera out of the window holding it, and then he drops it and it breaks. And you see him so sad, and then he's about to tell everyone, and they're just talking, but he decides not to, and they just drive away.
Oh.
So I want Brendan to have a new camera, damn it.
Lauren Bouchard? That's a hard name.
Yeah, there you go. I was close. I gave it the old college try. Yeah, since they're both kind of doing all right now with Bob's Burgers, that'd be awesome if they can throw their names back onto home movies. And for a reboot, I like to show. Well, I like to show back in the day watching it with my sister, and now it's on actually Crackle, which I never used Crackle, but Crackle has free stuff to watch. And one of the shows is a little show called News Radio with Dave Foley. And of course has Andy Dick and the late great Phil Hartman, and it's pretty much, I think it's a precursor to The Office because it was about a news radio station, all their funny exploits that happened there, and I would love to see that maybe rebooted with a younger cast of comedians, and maybe an old Dave Foley as like the station's owner.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I like that show. That show was great. And pretty damn witty. And it had Phil Hartman in it.
Yeah.
Well, without Phil Hartman, though, you know, it
Right.
just fell off.
Right. Okay.
Now we're
so,
all set.
Before we end this Netflix discussion, does anyone have anything they want to talk about of what they've played or watched lately?
I saw this
everyone stand up
guy
at once.
like, trying to eat his own poop the other day. It was pretty.
Oh, very good.
I was watching that and also playing with myself at the same time. So
Oh, dear
there's
Lord.
that.
Oh, come on.
Jesus Christ.
That's called multitasking at its finest.
Yeah.
Kind of related to the whole Netflix thing, in a way, very small way, but Galaxo and I were playing Count of Salem yesterday, which was
Cool.
pretty fun. It was a browser game if you've ever played Mafia or Werewolf. But I like to always leave in my last will and testament Troll the Respawn Jeremy, which if you haven't watched it, it's from The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which is a Netflix original
Cool.
TV show, which is hilarious and so good for quotes. I mean, if you are anywhere in the range where you grew up in the late 80s, early 90s, whatever, you'll get a lot of the references and stuff, and it's just hilarious. Same writer, I think, as 30 Rock, or at least Tina Fey is definitely involved, you know, so
I must watch this show.
it's
Oh,
it's
good.
hilarious. But yeah, so
Cool.
there's something else to check out.
Yeah, she's
Awesome.
been in she's been held captive in a bunker since the late 90s. So everything she says is like our generation, me and Val. So it's hilarious.
That's awesome. Okay, I will check that out as well. Netflix, you're fantastic. Yeah, we just tips our hats to you there. Yeah, so I think that is going to be it from us here at Zombies2Aliens. Keep watching Netflix, damn, and keep supporting them, because eventually they'll just take over. They're like Disney. They'll just take over TV
They're
and
Skynet.
everything.
Sky Netflix.
Oh my God.
They have
It became self-aware.
yes right now. So
Yeah. Alright, so that's going to be it from us at Zombies2Aliens, where we like you for your brains.
Yarr. That was more of a pirate. Sorry.
Pirate zombie.